to get answers. Inside California Politics, Ending the Pandemic airs at 7 p.m. this Wednesday on Fox 5.
And now Remarkable Women, proudly recognized by the Bill Howe family of companies.
And Fox 5 is celebrating Women's History Month by recognizing some remarkable women right here in San Diego. Today, you'll meet the first of our finalists. Christina Audencial introduces us to Tamela Reed.
Well, it turns out you're one of the finalists for our Remarkable Women. And how did you feel when you were nominated?
So surprised. And then when I found out how you go through, the different levels and everything, and I was like, top 4? Really? What?
You are a bone marrow cancer survivor. And in fact, when you were diagnosed, you were pregnant.
I woke up and I had a tumor on my sternum. It was right here. And it was so large, it was the size of a grapefruit. I went through my entire pregnancy without really getting anything looked at because of, how invasive those tests are when you're pregnant. I didn't want to jeopardize my pregnancy. After the baby was born, I found out I had multiple myeloma. And it's a cancer that affects your red blood cells. It's in your bone marrow. And so basically it's all over your body. And what can happen is you can get lesions and tumors from the cancer. Devastation doesn't even really explain the deep sorrow that I had. I had to have 2 bone marrow transplants 6 months apart. I had to have chemo for about a month in which I lost my hair. And then my husband also had to give me daily shots that were very painful to prepare me for the transplants. So people always say I'm a strong person, but I was telling God, I don't want to be strong. Like, I don't want to be the poster woman for all things strong getting through cancer. Like, I don't want this.
Where did your strength come from during that time?
My strength came from the Lord, definitely. Just knowing his promises and knowing that everyone does not have to die from chemo. So that's the first thing God really spoke to me, is to look at your situation unique to you. God impressed upon me when I was going in the hospital the second time. The first time was so horrible, to take empty journals with me. God was giving me a vision, and I began to write one night, everything in like 10 journals. Just, I couldn't write enough. And the more I wrote, the more excited I got. The more I was just like, wow, is this really going to happen? This is just amazing. This is it, Jesus. This is why I was writing all this stuff down, but can I do it? You know what I mean? And so I just pretty much put it in God's hands. If this is meant for me to walk through this door, then bring me resources. If this is meant for me to do this, and open doors, shut doors if it's not. I don't want to, do something that you're not calling me to do. But if it is, Lord, just make it happen. And it did, it happened. And so that's how Rock Cancer Care grew.
Say people who have cancer right now, or that, know someone who's dealing with it, they're distraught, don't know what to. What is your message to them?
We are here, Rock Cancer Care. We don't turn away people as best we can. We may have a waiting list, but we get to everyone. And just know that we are here to help. We are here to fill in your gap, and know that there are gaps. Know that, you're not going to get everything from the hospital. I really encourage people to get their mind straight, be positive, have faith, and then reach out to us.
Tamela says she went into remission for 5 years and is now back on chemo. She's still fighting and serving her community. To find out more about Rock Cancer Cure, head to our website and click the Seen on Fox 5 tab. And we're going to introduce you to another of our finalists next Tuesday. The goals were